Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game of Fly vs. Hunter. This game taking place here on Turtle Rock version 1.6. Do I know the real changes between each of the particular versions? I do not. So, well, let's just go ahead and jump into the game anyways. Fly spawning as the purple orc here at what I'll call the 5 o'clock position. Meanwhile, off on the other side of the map, Hunter spawning as the red night elf on the top left. Let me know what you guys think about the game volumes and the microphone volumes right now. I'm still trying to adjust it. Apparently, in all my years of, well, working with sound equipment, I always thought when you started hitting red, you were clipping. And that's how I've understood and known soundboards to work for a very long time. However, in XSplit, whenever you're hitting red, you're actually reaching unity, which is the position that you want to be in. So it's kind of a weird spot to be, trying to look at my audio equipment and trying to figure out, do I want unity? Is red unity or is red clipping in this particular case? Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down in this matchup. Blade Master going to be trained up by Fly, going for a barracks. We're going to get some grunts out here. The timing of the Voodoo Lounge, as it is being placed off over here, big indication of what is happening. Blade Master going to try and clear out this giant sea turtle creep camp, sell that Scroll of Town portal, maybe even try and head off to this Ogre Warrior creep camp here and pick up some useful items. Are we looking at a Demon Hunter on the other side of the map? We are, as the Ancient of War is already tanking some of that damage, absorbing it, allowing the Archer to do its thing, while the Ancient of War also applying a bit of damage to these units as well. You can take a look, that giant sea turtle down to 37 hit points already. That Ancient of War dealing 37 to 47 damage per attack, plus the fact that it is a normal attack means that it, well, deals quite a bit every single blow because of that armor type difference. Coming back around, Blade Master going to finish off this giant sea turtle here. You can see a Wisp was trying to be placed down and then quickly cancelled. Blade Master does pick up Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3, does allow him to hit a little bit harder, and, well, definitely better than, say, an early Cloak of Shadows. Now, Blade Master opting to go, thank you for the sub, the Blade Master opting to go after the Ogre Magi creep camp here and picking up a Circlet of Nobility, but not using that Windwalk trick to try and take down that Ogre Magi and pick up that Watcher Ward. Now, that Watcher Ward is a permanent ward that gives a permanent long time sight that also reveals the Blade Master. So that is incredibly important as we're looking at this giant sea turtle now getting cleaned up. All right, good morning, everyone. For all you guys out there in the Western Hemisphere, we can see another Gauntlet of Ogre Strength +3 picked up by the Blade Master, currently sitting at an additional 150 hit points. Extra 150 hit points here are going to be very difficult to take out, plus 200 hit points when you factor in that Circlet of Nobility as well. So yeah, 550 hit point Blade Master now up to 750 as it attempts to clear out this Ogre Warrior creep camp and just taking down this Ogre Warrior for that last item. Timing here is going to be key. It's going to try and use that Healing Salve Windwalk and then pick up that item since he doesn't have any redeemable item slots right now. Is he going to use? There he goes. Yes, picks up the Claws of Attack +4. The healing, however, he didn't Windwalk in time, and because of that, well, Scroll of Speed and a beautiful use right there. Blade Master now purposely getting into harm's way and now exchanging blows. Beautifully done by Fly. Every little bit of micro to try and stay alive as this Archer now chasing after this Grunt as well. Grunt is going to go ahead and regroup with the Blade Master for those heals, and that is going to be the big question here. Can the Blade Master apply that Healing Salve onto that Grunt here? Grunt is now trying to retreat all the way back. Let's see what items. Dust of Appearance as the Blade Master gets in a nice Windwalk strike there and now exchanging the blows. Suddenly that Archer finds itself in a tough spot. There's a Dust of Appearance. There goes the Archer as the Grunt now tries to retreat away. Grunt down to 72 hit points, down to 40. Gonna aggro the creeps. It gets taken down by the creeps as now the Ogre Lord kind of mad who woke him up from his nap. Blade Master will need to retreat all the way back here. Demon Hunter picking up an old school Beast Master. So Demon Hunter, Beast Master, the Beast Master, great for putting in pressure with those Quill Beasts early on, perhaps while taking down buildings that still do not have any armor. On top of this, Fly does not have a War Mill, so it will be quite some time before we get reinforced defenses. Those Quill Beasts dealing 13 to 15 damage at level 1 is a bit of a nuisance and pressure, but once you get higher up, it can even set things back even further. There's another mana burn there. Blade Master looking to shut it down, or Beast Master trying to shut it down this Bestiary. For some reason, the Quill Beast is now coming back across here. He hasn't chosen a good target. Bestiary finally gets cleaned up here as the Quill Beast now trying to back away. Blade Master going to be able to easily finish off this Quill Beast here. Quill Beast doing a little bit of a dance back and forth as the Shadow Hunter now out here on the battlefield gets a quick hex. There's a big critical or wind walk or critical strike there as the Blade Master now looks to back away again. 106 critical strike at level 2 as we see a quick hex go down. Blade Master trying to catch up to that that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter now down to 26. Scroll of Speed, and then a scroll versus a Scroll of Town Portal. Demon Hunter able to teleport all the way back home.
A player's forces are under attack.
All right, we are looking now at Druids of the Talon and attacking the Tree of Eternity. So old school dots strategy. So Quill Beast, a lot of ranged attacks here. Meanwhile, Blade Master acting as pretty much a tank with those additional hit points, able to absorb quite a bit and dish it out as well. Meanwhile, we're looking back over here at the Gargantuan Sea Turtle Creek camp at, well, I'll say the 12 o'clock spot. Demon Hunter and Beastmaster desperately need to get up to level 2. Those additional abilities will definitely help out, especially as the Shadow Hunter now has Hex, and level 2 mana burn will greatly limit the effectiveness of that Shadow Hunter. Shockwave rips on through. Blade Master going to finish things right there. Item, Cloak of Flames picked up by the Blade Master. Standing next to him is hazardous to your health if you are the opposing team, dishing out still more damage. Blade Master going to finish things off there. Shadow Hunter gets up to level 2. Tome of Strength +2. Is it going to be picked up by the Blade Master again for even more hit points? No, given to the Shadow Hunter. Don't want a very weak hero at all. All right, coming back here, we are looking only at Stronghold. We are getting those reinforced defenses. These watchtowers will have fortified armor as the Blade Master, well, does a little bit of healing here. Clarity Potion, Healing Salve, units still wandering around. Beastmaster gets up to level 2, Pure Up of Vitality by Hunter, now retreating back to the top left as a Tree of Life is placed down here at the 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock spot. All right, both sides looking to set up expos. We see a Hawk overhead here trying to find that Blade Master. Not going to be able to do that. Shadow Hunter going to get inching its way closer to level 3. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter and Beastmaster both sitting at level 2 respectively, as we are seeing Druids of the Talon now join in on the battlefield. All right, Mastery Training nearly done. Currently only has Crow Form and Fairy Fire. Fairy Fire does reveal that Blade Master. There's another mana burn right there again on that Blade Master, as the Blade Master tries to shut down the Tree of Life before it gets gets up and operational. Blade Master looking to finish off this Tree of Life here. Are we going to see a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability used? Down to 60, there's 27. There's the cancellation. Blade Master forced to use the Potion of Invulnerability. Takes another mana burn again, and now going to get Cycloned. Blade Master is in some serious trouble here. Blade Master now going to get surrounded, has nowhere to go, and Blade Master, a Fly, falls at level 3. Meanwhile, Shadow Hunter taking this opportunity to perhaps go into Serpent Wards. Serpent Ward, that level 2 variety, does deal quite a bit of piercing damage. And with higher piercing damage across the board, well, and those Druids of the Talon may not be able to survive. Serpent Wards do have 600 range, so they can range evenly against those Druids of the Talon. Coming back through Giant Sea Turtle, Gargantuan Sea Turtle, quickly going to get surrounded around it here and taken it down. No Fairy Fire, however, for the Gargantuan Sea Turtle. The Druids of the Talon, with their magic damage, still dealing more than enough. Demon Hunter does get to level 3 and gets teleported back home. And he's going to try and pick up some items, use a Moonstone Staff of Teleportation to join back in on the fight, as the Beastmaster gets just shy of level 3. Meanwhile, Great Hall is nearly or just now getting started. Why Orc doesn't keep a TP? Blade Master often doesn't keep a Scroll of Town Portal because he often has so many abilities and ways to escape. Blade Master often uses all 6 of his item slots for multiple things, right? Extra hit points, extra damage, and then 1 survivability item. We saw him burn through that potion of invulnerability in order to take down that tree of life, but wasn't suspecting the Druids of the Talon to get that cyclone off in time. Big mistake by Fly, as Fly now trying to resurrect that Blade Master. Meanwhile, Shadow Hunter catching a couple of units in transit. There goes a couple more Druids of the Talon again, but Fly is very low on hit points here and has to be very careful as the Serpent Ward's now being placed down. Tree of Life is nearly done, and even if it is done, it is going to end up having to deal with the with Fly's Raiders with that siege damage. So yeah, siege damage is going to deal quite a bit back as well. Meanwhile, this one Great Hall about to get taken down. Are we going to see an uproot? We are not going to see an uproot. We're going to see a missed opportunity for that Scroll of Town Portal, as now a couple of ensnares being placed down to finish off Druids of the Talon. All right, this base, however, was reset as well by Hunter, as Hunter has lost a lot of units in the transit and has to be very careful. There's a Blade Master, quick Hex going down. Serpent Wards are poking back 27 to 30. There's a Cyclone taking back up the other way as the Blade Master, looking to dive in position once more. All right, those Serpent Wards, 27 to 30 piercing damage per attack, does deal large amounts of damage to those Druids of the Talon. Serpent Wards, however, do have magic or heavy armor, meaning that they take extra damage from magic, but focusing down a Serpent Ward is actually quite difficult, especially when there's so many down, creating problems and traffic on the battlefield. All right, 1 Druid of the Talon already taken down. Raiders, however, Fly really overstaying his welcome, doesn't have that many healing items, and he can't have this fight go long. Fly does have the supply advantage, but with the home field advantage by Hunter and the fact that all of these units were low on hit points, I did not think he could stick around that fight for very long. Level 3, level 3, level 1. All right, Demon Hunter, where is he teleporting to? Teleporting off to the south side here, perhaps trying to get in front of all of these units. If he can take down some of these low hit point grunts and raiders, that would be a big deal. There's a mana burn there. There's a quick ensnare as we're looking at a Quill Beast quickly getting shut down across here. All right, units are trying to rotate back into position. Grunt gets taken down here. There's a little bit of damage once more as the Spirit Walker taking a bit of damage over time. Demon Hunter with Boots of Speed able to close in on that distance as the army is trying to run inside of the base here, perhaps trying to take down some of these Moonwells. It looks as though, yes, we do have Pillage down, and now with the Spirit Walker down to 93 hit points, he goes into ethereal form, and because the Demon Hunter had mana burned earlier, mana burn will no longer finish off that Spirit Walker. However, Spirit Walker is getting low on hit points now. There's a mana burn, but I think a bit of healing was used as well as the poison no longer taking its hold or effect any longer. Meanwhile, Druids of the Talon now showing up onto the battlefield could easily finish off those Spirit Walkers here, dealing quite a bit of damage, down to 30 hit points. He is still surviving. Spirit Link no longer being cast there as both sides are fighting. 40 supply compared to 43. Demon Hunter could have a very, very bad day using those Moonwells, every last bit of it, as another bit of damage going down again. All right, Demon Hunter down to 150 hit points. Blade Master trying to double back around, perhaps trying to go after some of these other units. Not quite sure why he's doing that. Fly in a little bit of trouble, down to 77 hit points. Scroll of Town Portal transferred from the Shadow Hunter as the Blade Master able to get away in time. All right, finishing off, last Druid of the Talon. All of these Serpent Wards will get cleaned up. Meanwhile, down to the south here, Druids of the Talon were trying to catch up with some of those units. Low hit point Shadow Hunter, low hit point Blade Master, but Fly has been, playing on a razor's edge significantly more than Hunter. And with that, he has a lot more low hit point units that he's somehow able to keep alive and well. But if you play on a razor's edge, sometimes things do fall apart quickly, and that may be what exactly is happening here. All right, Druid of the Talon gonna get poked down here. Shadowhunter trying to finish things off here. Demon Hunter gonna get a mana burn there as we see a Hex quickly go down. Blade Master may get taken down for the third time as well, as the Blade Master down to 75 hit points and now picked up once more with that Potion of Invulnerability. Spirit Walker's trying to, well, disenchant, remove that Cyclone. Low hit point Blade Master. Is the Blade Master going to get taken down? Yes, Scroll of Town Portal not in time to try and, well, take out or teleport that Blade Master back home before that Druid of the Talon Cyclone lands. All right. Druid of the Talon. I do like the fact that Druids of the Talon now have piercing damage. Important for air-to-air combat to have piercing damage as opposed to the magic damage that they had earlier. Meanwhile, we're looking at Raiders still coming back in from the other side. Spirit Walkers, these guys were all healed back up and now causing traffic for Hunter. Hunter trying to retreat back here. A lot of damage could get added in, perhaps trying to poke apart those units as the Pocket Factory, quickly gets cleaned up. I think the Pocket Factory still actually counts as a building, so you may be able to pillage off of that Pocket Factory here. Anyways, Raider continuing to, well, dance a little bit back and forth. Blade Master needs to get resurrected. Druids of the Talon, however, with only magic damage, can't do all that much. Now, Beastmaster trying to push on through here, perhaps getting a little bit more damage, but with the reinforced defenses on these Orc Burrows, these Druids of the Talon just cannot do that much against this fortified armor. Now, however, the heroes and all of these could get cleaned up easily. Shadowhunter gets taken down. Raider gets an ensnare on into a Goblin Tinker, but with both heroes down, well, it looks like Hunter is just going to have time to just run inside here and play. He knows that even if he loses units at this point and stage in the game, he's not actually giving experience to any other hero, and he can try and build that experience lead. All right, Staff of Teleportation. Demon Hunter going to head back, rejoin in with the group. Blade Master trying to get resurrected here. Peons are trying to attempt to resurrect the Ultra or resurrect the Blade Master by keeping that Ultra of Storms alive. Units are still trying to retreat back out, but it looks as though the Ultra of Storms will stand tall. Spirit Link across all of the Peons, making it difficult to finish off any of these units as the Blade Master is going to be coming back out here in just a second. Demon Hunter, well, gets a quick mana burn off on the Blade Master before the Blade Master is able to wind walk away. Blade Master currently also revealed. Quick Cyclone picks him up in the air again. Meanwhile, Goblin Tinker going out around the map, trying to, well, keep this fight and party going. There's a Scroll of Healing that he brought over, and now this party is still going on strong. Pocket Factory now out here on the battlefield as well. Pocket Factory does take quite a bit of damage from these Orc Burrows, and may end up getting shut down here just a little bit too far, or a little bit too close to all of the action. All right, these Clockwork Goblins are causing problems here. Shadowhunter trying to get resurrected. More Druids of the Talon showing up as the Raiders, well, having a difficult time trying to get within melee range to keep things going. That without that Shadowhunter, things are a bit tough, as the Goblin Tinker retrained and got rockets as well, and now using Cyclone to neutralize the Peons. By neutralizing the Peons, now the resurrection is not going to work, as the Goblin Tinker also gets Goblin Tinker uses that Potion of Lesser Invulnerability too. All right, Scroll of Healing quickly used again. There is another bit of stun, and it looks as though the Blade Master going to fall here, but the Beast Master could get taken down as well. No, Blade Master falls. Staff of Preservation saves the Beast Master as units are still retreating here. Demon Hunter going after all these units. Level 3 now on the Goblin Tinker. You see some, well, more retreating again as we now finally see spiked barricades. Demon Hunter could mana burn that Spirit Walker, but doesn't have enough mana just quite yet. No additional Altar of Storms. We are running up on 2 bases for Fly. Fly does have this extra Altar of Storms constructed at the expo, so he will be able to resurrect. Hunter, meanwhile, sitting on 1,400 gold and, well, needs to train up a large army again. The gold in the bank does not win you fights on the battlefield. You need to spend that gold and spend it properly. All right, easiest way to lose your money, go shopping. Goblin Merchant Shop picking up a Scroll of Healing and Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. All right, Demon Hunter finishes off a low hit point grunt right there. Serpent Wards, plenty of defense holding true here at the 7 o'clock spot. As we could look at a couple of cyclones on these raiders to try and finish them off. Pocket Factory is down as well. Shadow Hunter is going to have a difficult time perhaps trying to place down some Serpent Wards for poking. There's another mana burn again as the Clockwork Goblins are making their way out. This is one of those situations where you feel like the Cyclone just lasts way too long when you're just waiting for the units to land so you can finish them off. There goes one Raider, another Raider going to get finished off here, and now we're looking at 42 supply compared to 39 as the Demon Hunter, well, taking a bit of damage as well. Hawk does have the magic damage now going after the Shadow Hunter here. Blade Master about to come back out here onto the battlefield as the Spirit, or as well, the Shadow Hunter using a Scroll of Speed to try and, well, get some protection, perhaps try and save that Watchtower, but the Pocket Factory positioned in such a way that the peons couldn't easily get into repair. More peons getting taken down. Blade Master back out here at level 3 and unable to, well, could easily finish off the Demon Hunter or some of these other heroes, some of these other heroes quickly. Beastmaster, no Hawk nearby to keep track of that Blade Master. Blade Master does have a strong Windwalk strike that could easily finish off a low hit point hero and then move on its merry way. Main gold mine of Night Elf has been cleaned up. We are now transitioning into Chimeras with that Corrosive Breath for that siege damage. Level 4, level 4, level 3, going up against a level 3, level 4 army, continuing to push across here. Demon Hunter not going to get to level 5 off of this. Meanwhile, Blade Master, once again, a little bit too far away from the action. Needs to run all the way back here. Does have a Tome of Retraining. Perhaps going to give the Tome of Retraining to the Shadow Hunter so that he can buy some useful things as well. Was there a retrain on the other side here as the Shadow Hunter now quickly gets surrounded and could get cleaned up? All right, Shadow Hunter gonna get taken down. Level 5 now on the Demon Hunter. Blade Master now retrains to Mirror Image and Critical Strike, trying to find the real target. Rather difficult as the Goblin Tinker taking some damage from that Mirror Image Blade Master. Mirror Image Blade Master coupled with some Raiders able to get the job done. And meanwhile, the Blade Master is still trying to push on through. That's a lot of low hit point units as well. There's another mana burn finishing off that Pocket Factory. 48 supply compared to 49. A lot of low hit point units here by Hunter. Is he gonna actually get some kills off onto some of these other Dire Quill beasts? That is the question as we see another mana burn go down. Hunter could be in trouble. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. He's gonna be sticking around a little while longer as it is now 2 heroes versus 1. Beastmaster trying to come back over the top again. Hunter up to 56 supply compared to 43 as the Blade Master still rounding the corners trying to keep these units alive. All right, mining still underway here. Cyclone will neutralize that Raider once more. We're going to see a couple of ensnares get thrown down as well. 48 supply compared to 57 with the resurrection on for that Shadow Hunter. Coming back through, more Raiders getting added in. Upgrades don't see any really on the board as the Night Elf army now making its way back into this Expo. All right, Expo only has one more burrow left to try and act as a bit of base defense. This burrow may be standing, what is standing between victory and defeat as repairs are now underway to try and keep this burrow up and operational. However, Druids of the Talon with plenty of mana don't mind using that Cyclone on the peon to try and keep those repairs at bay. All right, Thunderhawk here going after some of these units. Demon Hunter gonna clean up many of these peons here. Beastmaster will be shy of level 5 after all this, as the Goblin Tinker is still getting resurrected back at home. All right, Chimera is ready to join in on the battle now. Feels like Hunter has been holding back with these units. for a bit too long, and is now going to finally bring them out here on the battlefield. Here's some repairs as well. There's massive repairs, and where are they going to land? Here we are. Here we go. Chimera's in position, trying to go straight after all of these units again. There's some disenchant as we're going to be looking at Spirit Walkers getting blasted down pretty quickly. Level 5 now on that Beastmaster as the Demon Hunter trying to find their way through. Shadow Hunter gets up to level 5. Chimera's actually weak to these Serpent Wards as the Chimeras are getting cleaned up pretty quickly as well. There goes a Troll Headhunter again. 2 Chimeras already down as these Serpent Wards with level 3 Serpent Wards dealing, or is it? Yeah, level 3 Serpent Wards dealing up to 50 piercing damage per attack. We're able to, well, really put pressure on these Chimeras. All right, going after those units again. Chimera getting a run-by shot right there. Perhaps more Chimeras now joining in on the fight again, taking down a couple of these easy shots. There goes another Spirit Walker as the Hawk, and now everything in battle is in play. Raiders are going to be trying to ensnare down these units. All right, are the Chimeras going to be able to join in on the battle? There's a quick stun right there. There goes an ensnare onto the Blade Master, or Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter trying to retreat back here. Both sides fighting their way through. 57 supply compared to 33. But I don't believe Fly was expecting these Chimeras, who are actually effective at taking down buildings, add in a level 6 Demon Hunter, and that will be the game. Fly, with the loss here, Hunter able to, well, trade efficiently for a very, very long time, build up a large cache of gold, and then come out with the surprise Chimeras. A total of 6 Chimeras were trained. 2 were quickly taken down by the Serpent Wards, 48 to 52 damage, and then add in the bonus on the armor, taking extra damage from piercing, and you saw how quickly those Chimeras did end up getting cleaned up. All right, let's take a look at the final scores here, and let me know what you guys think about this game in the comments below.